Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to SS Express Media with Uzal Hussain. Today, I shall discuss about the invisible barriers that destroy your focus, why you want to study but can't, and how to permanently break the cycle of procrastination. Look at your desk. Look at that book open in front of you. You've been staring at the same page for the last 30 minutes. You told yourself today would be different. Why you can't study and forget everything, the ultimate brain fix. Let's us. 1. The invisible barriers. Why you are failing to study. Target duration, ~20-25 minutes, ~2000 words. Tone, powerful, eye-opening, direct, and empathetic. Look at your desk. Look at that book open in front of you. You've been staring at the same page for the last 30 minutes. You told yourself today would be different. You promised yourself that today, you would finally sit down, focus, and crush your goals. But here you are again, scrolling through your phone, distracted by a random notification, feeling that heavy, crushing weight of guilt in your chest. Why does this happen every single day? Why is it that you want to study, you know you need to study for your future, yet your brain treats opening a textbook like climbing Mount Everest? Welcome back to SS Express Media. Today, we are not giving you cheap, temporary motivation. We are going to perform surgery on your habits. We are going to expose the exact, hidden psychological reasons why you cannot study, and we are going to give you the blueprint to break this cycle forever. If you are tired of feeling like a failure, wake up right now. Let's dive in. 1. The trap of instant gratification, the dopamine hijack. Let's confront the biggest monster in the room first, your phone. You think you lack willpower? No. You are fighting a multi-billion-dollar industry designed to keep your brain hooked. Every time you study, your brain has to work. It requires effort, patience, and energy. But right next to your textbook lies a tiny device that gives your brain a hit of dopamine, the pleasure chemical, in less than a second. A reel, a short, a text, a like. Your brain is smart. It asks itself, why should I struggle to understand this complex chapter when I can get instant pleasure right here? You aren't failing to study because you are lazy. You are failing to study because your brain is chemically addicted to comfort. To break this, you must treat your study environment like a sanctuary. If your phone is in the same room, you have already lost the battle. Put it in another room. Turn it off. Make friction your friend. 2. The illusion of perfect timing, procrastination. How many times have you said these words? It's 4:15 p.m. right now. I'll start studying exactly at 5 p.m. Then 5 p.m. comes, you miss it by 2 minutes, and you think, oh well, I'll just start at 6 p.m. This is the perfectionism trap. You are waiting for a magical moment when the weather is perfect, your mood is perfect, and your energy is perfect. Newsflash, that moment does not exist. Motivation does not precede action. Action precedes motivation. You don't wait until you feel like studying to start. You start studying, and then the momentum builds. The legendary writer Mark Twain once said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Start in the chaos. Start while you are tired. Start right now. 3. The weight of unrealistic goals, the burnout cycle. Imagine you haven't gone for a run in 6 months. Suddenly, you wake up on a Sunday and decide you are going to run a full marathon. What happens? You collapse after 2 miles, your body aches, and you swear you'll never run again. This is exactly what you do with your studies. You go weeks without opening a book, and then suddenly, the night before an exam, or in a sudden burst of guilt, you promise to study for 12 hours straight. It's impossible. Your brain panics. It looks at this massive, monumental task and chooses to shut down completely. Stop setting yourself up for failure. Don't aim for 8 hours on day 1. Aim for 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes of intense, uninterrupted focus. Anyone can study for 20 minutes. Once you master the art of just showing up, you can scale the time upward. 4. The absence of a deep why, lacking a clear vision. If I ask you to dig a hole in the dirt for no reason, you will get tired in 10 minutes and quit. But if I tell you there is a chest filled with $10 million buried 5 feet beneath the ground, you will dig with your bare hands until your fingers bleed without stopping. What changed? The effort is the same, but the purpose changed. Most students don't study because they view studying as a punishment, a chore imposed on them by their parents or society. They don't see the connection between the book in front of them and the life of their dreams. Why are you doing this? Is it to lift your family out of financial struggle? Is it to prove everyone who doubted you wrong? Is it to become a leader, a doctor, an engineer, a creator? Write your why on a piece of paper and stick it on your wall. When the night gets dark and your eyes get heavy, look at that paper. Let your vision pull you out of bed. 5. Fear of failure and the good enough mindset. Sometimes, the reason you don't study is deeply psychological. Fear. If you study incredibly hard and still fail, it means you weren't smart enough, or at least, that's what your ego tells you. So, subconsciously, you don't study. That way, if you fail, you can console yourself by saying, well, I didn't really try anyway. This is self-sabotage in its purest form. You are protecting your ego at the cost of your destiny. Mediocrity is comfortable, but it is a slow poison. You were not born to just get by. You were not created to be just okay. It is time to face the fear of failure, embrace the struggle, and realize that every mistake is just data telling you how to get better. Your life is the sum of your choices. Every single time you choose the phone over the book, comfort over struggle, distraction over discipline, you are actively voting against the person you want to become. No one is going to save you. No teacher, no parent, no motivational video can do the reading for you. The clock is ticking, the years are passing, and opportunities don't wait for anyone. Shut down the excuses. Clear your desk. Grab your pen. Open that book. Prove to yourself today that you are the master of your mind, not its slave. If this message woke something up inside you, smash that like button, subscribe to SS Express Media, and share this with a friend who needs to wake up too. Leave a comment below right now. I am ready to start. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. We will see you in the next video. Script 2. Unlocking the Mastermind. Secrets to an Unstoppable Memory. Target duration, ~20-25 minutes, ~2000 words. Tone, inspiring, scientific, encouraging, and transformative. It's the nightmare every student dreads. You sit down in the exam hall, the paper is placed in front of you, you read the first question, and blank. Complete emptiness. Your heart sinks. You know you read this chapter. You spent hours highlights pages, underlining text, and reading it over and over again the night before. But now, when it matters most, the information has vanished from your mind like smoke. Why does your brain betray you when you need it most? Is your memory naturally weak? Are you just not built for academic success? Absolutely not. The problem isn't your brain. The problem is how you are using it. Your brain is a supercomputer, but you've been trying to run modern software on an ancient operating system. Welcome to SS Express Media. Today, we are going to unlock the hidden potential of your mind. We are going to explore the cutting-edge neuroscience of memory and give you practical, bulletproof strategies to remember everything you study, ace your exams, and build an unstoppable mind. Let's unlock your brain. 1. The myth of passive reading. Why rereading is firing blanks. Let's dismantle the biggest lie in education. Passive reading. You open your book, you take a colorful highlighter, and you read the text over and over again. You think because your eyes are moving across the page, your brain is absorbing it. Neuroscientists call this the illusion of competence. When you read something, it looks familiar to your brain, so your brain tricks you into thinking you know it. But recognition is not recollection. Think of your memory like a massive jungle. Passive reading is like flying a helicopter over the jungle. You see the trees, but you haven't made a path on the ground. To remember, you must engage in active recall. Close the book. Hide the notes. Force your brain to answer questions out loud. Ask yourself, what did I just learn? It will feel difficult. It will make your brain sweat. But that struggle is the exact moment a permanent pathway is being carved into your mind. 2. The forgetting curve and the power of spaced repetition. In the late 19th century, a German psychologist named Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered a brutal truth about the human mind, the forgetting curve. He proved that within 24 hours of learning something new, the human brain forgets up to $70% to $80% of it if it isn't reviewed. Your brain is designed to forget. It discards information it thinks is useless to save energy. If you study a chapter once and look at it again a month later during the exam, You are essentially learning it for the first time again. The secret to defeating the forgetting curve is spaced repetition. Instead of cramming for 10 hours straight before an exam, you must review the information at systematic intervals. Review it 1 hour after learning. Review it 1 day later. Review it 3 days later. Review it a week later. By spacing out your reviews, you constantly signal to your brain, hey, this information keeps coming back, it must be vital for survival. Your brain will then move it from your short-term memory straight into your long-term vault. 3. The Feynman technique, learn by teaching. One of the greatest physicists of all time, Richard Feynman, developed a foolproof method for mastering any complex topic. He believed that if you couldn't explain a concept simply, you didn't truly understand it. Here is how you apply the Feynman technique to your studies. Take a concept you are struggling with. Imagine you have to teach this concept to an 8-year-old child who has no background in the subject. How would you explain it? You can't use heavy, complicated jargon or textbook definitions. You have to use, when you try to simplify a topic, you will instantly notice the gaps in your own knowledge. You will realize exactly where your understanding breaks down. Go back to your book, fill those gaps, and repeat the process. When you teach, you learn twice. 4. The art of mental association, building memory palaces. Your brain does not think in text, numbers, or abstract formulas. The native language of the human brain is images, emotions, and stories. If I tell you the word elephant, you don't see the letters ELEPHANT in your mind. You see a massive grey animal with a trunk. Yet, when we study, we try to force our brains to memorize cold, boring text. To make information stick, you must anchor it to things you already know. Use the memory palace technique or the method of Locke. Associate facts with parts of your childhood bedroom, or create a bizarre, funny story out of a list of items. The weirder, funnier, and more dramatic the story, the more easily your brain will hold on to it. Turn formulas into characters. Turn history dates into personal stories. Speak to your brain in its own language. 5. Fueling the machine, sleep, nutrition, and neuroplasticity. You can have the best study techniques in the world, but if you treat your body like garbage, your brain will perform like garbage. Let's talk about sleep. Many students proudly pull all-nighters before exams. This is academic suicide. During deep sleep, your brain activates a system that flushes out metabolic waste and, more importantly, consolidates your memories. Sleep is the glue that binds information to your brain cells. When you deprive yourself of sleep, you are actively erasing what you studied. Furthermore, stay hydrated. Your brain is roughly $75% water. Even mild dehydration drops your cognitive processing speed instantly. Feed your brain healthy fats, exercise to pump oxygen-rich blood to your prefrontal cortex, and treat your physical body like the high-performance machine it is. Genius is not born, it is trained. A powerful memory is not a genetic lottery ticket that only a select few inherit. It is a muscle. And just like any muscle in your body, the more you train it, the heavier the load it can lift. Stop telling yourself that you have a bad memory. Stop reinforcing the lie that you aren't smart enough. Change your strategy, apply the tools we discussed today, and watch your mind transform. The power to learn anything, master any skill, and dominate any exam is already inside you. You just need to unlock the door. If you found value in this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to SS Express Media for your regular dose of mental mastery, and share this video with someone who wants to sharpen their mind. Drop a comment below right now. My mind is unstoppable. Keep pushing, keep learning, and never settle for mediocrity. See you in the next video. Thanks for you.